Hello everyone, I hope everything is going well with you, and today we are going to continue our journey to teach project management concepts uh, with the while we are playing Dwarf Fortress as a video game, a simulation video game. By the way, it's a very beautiful game. As I said before, I'm 200% recommend this game. Let me try to load our previous last progress. If you remember, in previous session we didn't continue, we didn't have any progress inside of the game, and instead we discussed about the concept of risk management. Basically, we hold the time, move back to the planning, and we explain how you could prevent the case of farm issues and how you could reduce the impact, not prevent. It's better to say how could you reduce the impact. But same also concept also applicable if you find other risk in your project and try to avoid it based on your risk strategy. If you remember, we discussed here. Okay, now we return back to the reality where we already faced this issue. Just for your information, although it could be a risk in past, when it happened, when it's already happened, it's not risk anymore, because it's an event that already occurred. So from that point, it is an issue. It's not a risk anymore, right? Remember, it's a very important concept that risk is not an issue. Risk is uncertainty about the future, right? But when a risk, a negative risk, which is a threat, is happening, then it's not a risk anymore, because it's an event that already happened. And from that moment, you need to treat it as an issue, okay, based on your risk plan. Okay, let's continue. Let me look at the project plan. Let's see what we should do next. The next activity we have to do here is, let me check the plan. According to our project plan, we need to create trade post area 3x3 on floor 2. Okay, let me go to floor 2. Floor 2. This was floor 1, right? And this is floor 2. For floor 2, we created this space, but if I'm not wrong, this space was for warehouse, right? After the warehouse, we need to create a space for the trade post. It's mentioned 3x3. Let me create space 3x3. Okay. Then it is also, yeah, that's it. So let me ask our resume the game. So our lovely dwarf miners come here. This is zone comes here, and here is also Astesh came here a little bit late, but they managed to create this space. So if 3 days, right? If project information, let's assume 3 days pass. 1, 2, 3. Let's assume 3 days pass. Look at the red line here. 3 days pass, and now here this task is completed, right? As per the plan. Then 3 tasks is planned. One is create manager room. Another one is create space for warehouse, right? So let's say this is already planned, but you need to assign these 2 tasks to your team to handle it. So one is create warehouse 10x10. Another one is to create manager office, and manager office is this one. I didn't mention here, but I think it was 3x3. Let me double check the requirement. It's always good to return back to requirement and see what manager also 3x3. Yes. So let's say here, no, not here. Let's say here I want to create 3 by 3 room for manager, and I need to create another 10 by 10 warehouse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me go back to project plan. Yes, and there is another task here. Set up the trade post. Okay, so my team is starting to working on manager room and also this space at the same time, but I also have to set up what? The trading post. So I'm coming to the workshop. Where is the trade post? Trade post here. I want to set up the trade post, and suddenly I found out, oh, the trade posts require bigger space. It was a mistake in the planning. So what you need to do now? Remember, when this case and similar case happen, you need to follow the same process. You need to engage with the key stakeholders of your project. Normally it's very good you also try to propose some solutions, and also when the solution is confirmed, saying okay, we go with this approach, you need to do, before starting the work, you need to do the impact analysis and say, okay, if you want to apply this solution instead of the original one, this is the impact. Are you okay with this impact? Are you okay with the for example, the delay that this impact can create? What is a delay? Let's say if I want to increase this space like this, it's not 3 by 3. Let me double check the size. It's 5 by 5. Okay, so it means I need to like this, like this, right? And I think maybe this one. Let me double check again. Yeah. So I need to increase the space. I need to increase the space for a task that already completed. And other dwarfs already started the work. Let's say one day already passed, Zone and Astash both already started working on this task. Let me task. Update task. It has a little bit progress, right? This one also has a little bit of progress. They work one day, but during that day, what was the responsible? Rakus found that no, it's not possible to set up the right post, have a meeting with the manager, have a meeting with the stakeholders, and conclude the solution, do the impact analysis, and the whole day passed, right? So he couldn't perform this one, and now basically what happened is you need 2 more days, let's say 3 more days for this one. So this task that already completed with 3 days, now you need to update it. Say, okay, this completed, but now I have 3 more remaining days. So it means your resource, your miner, should leave the existing work, come here and work on this one. But I am not sure how can I change the priority of work inside of the Dwarf Fortress. Let me check if I can. And let me double check. I'm sure there is. But I am not that much expert. So this one is doing this, but what I want is leave this recenter on the creature. Now he's digging. Well, okay, but I don't want. I just want to tell them to stop this and start working on this one. I remember there was a point that I could increase the priority. Let me double check here. By the way, this is a very deep game. I am not fully expert on this game, but I remember you could increase the priority. Let me check. What is this? I cannot read it here. This is a priority. Set the, why it's not. Set the restricted traffic area. No, not this one. Let me. Okay, item. No. Bar. No. Place zone. No. Let me check if I can. How can I give the priority? Extra. Oh, okay. Here. So let me clean up this. Now let me try to draw again, and medium, low priority, high priority. Let me increase now, to force them to leave the current task, working on the manager room, working on the warehouse too. I want to tell them, guys, leave those. We are going to accept a delay on those two. Come here, we need to finish the trade post. That's something that happened. See, this is the priority one. I really love this game. Holy moly. Okay, now see, the priority for these are 4, and the priority is 1 here. So what is happening here? Basically, this task is 3 days completed, 3 days remaining, right? So for the remaining task, and these and these two also, they already work a little bit, right? They already work a little bit. As you can see, they have a progress here, we have a progress here. But now they have to leave these tasks, come back, try to complete the trading post. And remember, again, this is something that you had to remember. This point, where is it? Never assume in project, right? You should never assume your project. When this case happen, there is contradiction. You have to raise it. You have to elaborate the problem. You have to communicate it properly, fast, clean, with honesty. You remember the integrity, the code of conduct of a project manager. You should always keep that in your mind. And after clarifying with the key stakeholders, you need to perform impact analysis, cost, time, impact on your project, any impact on your project. You have to do your analysis and then get approval for the final decision and solution, and then update your plan and push it for the implementation in your project. So let's say these are happened. Now the solution is we stop work here, and continue. Let's finishing the trade post space, then continue this one. I found a nice feature in Dwarf Fortress to put priority, so they come here, finish this one, then go there. Let me resume the game. As you can see, they beautiful. They left working here, okay, and they come here quickly to finish this room for the trading post. And once they completed, then I can order to set up the trading post at this space. Lovely. Jet is good. Okay, and then they continue work in manager and this one. Meanwhile, here, because you can see this one is our planter, Feb. Feb came here to set up this one. It's supposed to be not Feb, it's supposed to be Rakust, but in Dwarf Fortress I didn't specify. And let me check the workers here. For miner, I specifically mentioned the resource who are the miner, but let me, for engrave stone cutter, no, hauler. I think the hauler also perform construction, if I'm not wrong, and it's for everybody. Whoever is available can come and do the setup. But let's say we assume that it was Rakust, okay, or the guy Rakust was busy, lazy, and his friend just wanted to help him. Yeah, let's assume that. Okay, so these guys are working on this point. This Feb also is helping Rakus on this section, and what is happening is let's say 3 days. 3 days more also passed. 4 days. Okay, so this one is completed, right? And now that guy is working on this one to complete this one, right? Beautiful. And now as station zone, they already finished this one. Let me shift a little bit, move a duration a little bit more, not duration, the time. I'm just using this one to indicate the current time. I'm just shifting this line here. So this one is completed, right? And this one, it's very close. Let's say this one is also completed. Okay, now what they need to do next, the next step. What is the next step here? The next step according to the plan is to, where is it, produce chair for manager room, and also produce and stairs for the warehouse. No, not warehouse. Stairs to reach floor 3, right? And also they need to start working on this one. So if they want to work on this one, they cannot work on this one. So I have another problem in my project plan. So let me common area here. No, they have to go here. They need to come here, work on this one. Then after this one, let me remove this link. After that one can, and also maybe this one, completing the warehouse, can come back to floor 3 and create the space. Okay, and the floor, where is the floor? Stairs to floor 3 should be completed. Right, now, so it was a mistake during the planning, but we managed to solve it. Now we updated the plan. So this case also happened. You always need to make your plan up to date, align it with the reality. So what is next? I didn't pause. Now let me pause. Next is to create a stairs for floor 3. Create the stairs for floor 3. Okay, a stairs here, 2 layer between and here. It is putting the default for, I can remove it. The priority can make difference when you have multiple tasks at the same time, so your dwarf working based on the priority. But for now they are focusing only on, they want to focus only on this one. Oh, what happened? So I think something beautiful happened here. Now I'm trying to dig more. See, this is floor 2, right? I'm going 1 layer down. I have to skip this one because as per the requirement we need to have 2 layers between the floors, 1, 2 and 3. But here I am receiving the error that there is water alert. Oh. Oopsie, I cannot use this place. So it's a dangerous place. I cannot continue work on this one. And another, basically what happened is, let me go move back to the risk. If you remember, we have face river, right? It's kind of, now this case happened. I didn't expect this one, but this case happened for floor 2 to floor 3. So Now what should be the solution? The solution and definitely it's going to create an impact, big impact for us, not very big, medium impact. So now basically it means I cannot finish this one. I need to dig more to find a place for stairs. The floor 3. Okay, so let's say this one require 4 days, and it also means all these tasks I need to remove this link, so it will create a delay and impact for other work, right? So now because it's important, and I need to find a solution. So now maybe here there is a water, right? Here, see, as you can see, there is a alert that it's also here. We have it's mentioned you can recenter now here, but the previous alert was for the water. We don't know what is it. Maybe it's a very small river, maybe it's just a small water storage, or maybe a big river under the mountain. We don't know what is it there, and I don't want to open that area. I just want to try. Let me go up, and I think it's around this area. It would be maybe not a bad idea to dig more here. So here, let's say from here, let me try to create a beautiful corridor. Okay, and then I create a common area, small common area. As you can see, a trader comes here, but it's not part of my plan. I ignore this trader. Who are you? Lema, 21 years old, young, and it's human merchant. Yeah, that's we have Dwarf. That one is human merchant. Visited our lovely under construction fortress. So now let me see if I can create the stairs here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if at this place also we end up having a problem. Come on, come on. Oh. Come on. Oh, here also we have a problem of water. Wow. So now I have to, this one also is not possible. So it means, let me, this was produced chair. I cannot produce chair without I cannot produce this chair. Seems like there is another mistake here, without the stone workshop, right? Stone worker. So for now, let me link it here. But I have a big problem here. So this task, where is it? Where is it? Here. So let me shift the time a little bit to future. So let's say 1 more week passed. We tried the first one, failed, right? We tried another time and again failed. Now we have to try another time. Dig more to find a place for stairs. So floor 3, round 3, right? Round 3. This one, let's say 5 days. And I forgot. Let me put this one as 0. I forgot to give the resource. It will impact on the cost. This one is completed. This one, let me link it. Then let me remove this link and use this link. So our dwarves come back to us. Guys, we tried our best and we couldn't. Now we need to dig another place. Then they check, okay, if we end up facing the same problem on this side, as you can see, look at here, the water is trying to fill that floor, the hole that we opened, right? So here we couldn't go down, right? Let me try. Now our guys say, let's try this way. Maybe it's a good idea to move this place. Let me going here, then create this small corridor to reduce the cost. And guys, remember, it's an unexpected situation, but I'm really happy that this happened, because you can see in reality, in project reality also, these cases may happen all the time. You may end up facing these cases. So that's one of the reasons that I selected Dwarf Fortress for the project management, because you end up facing a lot of things that you didn't expect. So far we had 2 river issue, a water issue, and 1 farm issue. Now let me dig more. Let's see if I can 1, 2, 3, right? You can see our previous try here failed, this one failed. Go down. It's like, go down. Yes. Now, but I need to be seems like okay. Yeah, so let me now create the common area. Let's see if the common area will be fine. Just in case, I shouldn't do the common area if I'm not wrong, right? But just I want to make sure that at least I can use this place to dig more for the floor 3. Seems like it's okay, but I need to be careful. So basically what happened is now it's fine. We reached the elevation of the floor 3, and seems like we created the common place, and we didn't face any water. So, but the problem here is our plan was to just create the stairs, right? But what we did was also create the common area for the floor 3. So this one is also completed, right? So when I'm trying to update, for example, this one passed, this one is completed, right? This one is also completed. Let me manually bring it. It means I remove this link basically, and right? And this one is completed. But This one is they cannot work on this one. They have to move back and continue their work on the 32. Yeah, they have to continue the warehouse, and then once they complete it on that one, they can come to floor 3 to create area for workshops, right? So now they have to work, they need to move back to floor 2 and create the remaining warehouse space. So let me move back to this floor, then create 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and this one also should be 10, connected to each other. It's not a bad idea. Okay, so now our lovely dwarfs comes here to work on this one. Hey, they supposed to finish one and then continue the other one, right? Let me see if I can change the priority if possible. Yes, let's finish this one, then go to this one. It's a very beautiful feature. So now they are working on warehouse 3. Let's say another 2 weeks also passed. They finished this one, right? Task completed. Let's say I just want to show the impact of the earned value. Let's say this one they faced difficulties. The stone they couldn't. They broke their axe. One of them got sick. Many issues happened. The place that they were trying to dig was not easy place, and they end up creating this one in 15 days. Okay, so basically original plan was to finish it in 5 days, but they end up complete it in 15 days because unexpected issues that happened during the work. Okay, so this one is completed. I think they already completed now. Yeah, now they are working on this one, right? Yes, this is the one that they faced up and a lot of problem. Now they are trying to complete it here, and on the project plan they supposed to then start working on workshop area, and let's say based on their progress and based on the issue they have regarding the water, now they comes back to you and say, guys, our estimation is not valid anymore, and now we need 15 days. Okay. Because now they reach a floor that there is water in the floor, and they have to they should be more careful, and because of that the duration increase for their work. So 10 days is not enough. They comes to you and say this estimation is not valid anymore, you have to update it to 10 days to 15 days. Now let me see if they completed this part. Now they have to go for floor 3 right here. Common area, we have it, right? But now they need to create a space 10 by 10 but before that let me assign the warehouse, set up the warehouse in Dwarf Fortress. It was one of it's not something to set up. I just need to mention these spaces are for the warehouse. So our lovely dwarfs that can handle bringing stuff to this area start to bring everything here. Yeah, they can bring everything. Normally I categorize them, but here in this example doesn't matter. Let's let them just bring everything. Okay, now move back to floor 3, 10 by 10, right? Let me try to dig here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I ordered them to create this space. Now they are starting to work on this one. There is no other task to do, and I can project from here. Let's say 2 more weeks also passed, right? My game was in pause. So now you are seeing what exactly happened in 2 weeks in this game. Were they? Come on, guys. Something happened here that I'm not aware of. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to our fortress. It's on pause or what are they doing? Why they are not here? Let me check. Now I have 3. Now because the game, when you grow in the game, the population also increase. I am not sure how can I force the game to not increase the population, but let's still assume that these 2 working on this one. But where are you guys? Really, where are you? Let me check. Where is the Astesh? Astesh is here. What are is do? Astesh is helping these guys. Let me tell these guys. You don't need work order. Where was? I think anyway they will finish it before I can change it. But labor for hauler, only selected one. And these guys, not zone and not Astesh. So in this case, Astesh and zone should leave this work, focus on their main work. And remember, in real project also may happen, you suddenly notice that your resources are working on a task that is not priority for them. Now they come back here and they now they are working here. They brought the help. But let's assume that's it's an internship for that resource. We just don't consider his work as an actual work. And so they completed this part, and they completed this part, so this task is completed. Now they can start working on create a search for floor 4, and they also Rakus also can start set up the workstation. So let me set up the workstation here. I pause the game. Let me give the order. Workstation. Just let me. I cannot. Let me go offline. Unexpected message during the video. And so this is a Steam game. I need to have my Steam on. I can do it. Okay, so what I wanted to do, set up the workstations. So workstation, a stone worker, okay, then workstation, if I'm not wrong, then carpentry, then if I am not wrong, I had to set up crafts, and if I'm not wrong, jeweler, right? And let me double check the workshops. No, yeah, that's it. This for workstation is required, and let me check others. So I gave the order for these 4 stations. Now Astesh and Zone also should start working on the stairs for floor 4. Let me give it the order. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we end up facing another problem or not. So let me pause. Okay, workstation. Guys started working on the workstation to set up them. Let's assume another week also passed. Project information, another week also passed. The workshop, these are completed, right? And this one, setup, okay. Now this one is mentioned right after create workshop area. This is wrong. It should happen right after creating this one, 43. Okay. And this one is also should be linked to 43. Yeah, it's 43. So once it's completed, now I can start creating these 2. Create stairs. No, my bad. This is create stairs for not sure. This is this is create stairs as station zone. I already gave the order. I think they already completed this one, right? Yes, 1, 2, 3. 1 layer, 2 layer. Why they couldn't go down? Don't tell me again we end up facing. Again we end up facing the problem of river. Wow. Okay, so we couldn't finish this one. I have to create another task. Dig more to find a place for floor 4 stairs. Five days. And now let me create the link. Or 10 days. Let's say 10 days. And it also means they cannot create the common area for this floor, and it also means this one is completed, right? This one is not completed, and I supposed to give order to create produce door, right? Produce door and set up the door. Let's forget about this one now. Let me give an order to create from a stone worker. I need door, right? Rock door, and then I should never forget about this point that we also need to Where is our temporary solution for the farm? Where is it? Oh, I didn't save. Why we don't have? This one is not completed. This one. I forgot to make it 0. My bad. So this problem didn't solve. We said that to do this we need to create the stone block, right? So produce stone block, and I think I need a stone block. Yeah, I need a stone block. Let's say this one is 10 days, and then I said the search for the location is completed. No, it's okay. But search for location is completed. That was okay, but I forgot to add a task here. Produce stone block to set up the temporary farm. I will show you. Then let me, and this task you can do it only if you have the stonework workshop. 44. Uh, 44, right? Okay. And let me go. This one is handling by who was our lovely mason? Resource. Feb, no. Rakust, no. Lead. Okay. So now let can start working on this. Let's say after completing the, let me remove, after completing the producing the door, which is 5, it comes here and produce these blocks. Okay, so I gave the order to produce the door. I think we need 2 because the entrance is big. Let me another one. So what happened is our mason guy should come here and create door. Let me check what is he doing. Maybe he's busy with other tasks, but I want to stone cutter. Everybody does this, but I don't want this one to haul. That I can remove this one from this task, so he will be free. Where is he? What is he doing? Lead. Eating. He's eat something. He's hungry. Where are you? Yeah, you happily standing here and do nothing. Got them. Workshop. I think it's here. Someone is here. And they're trying to create the door. One door is completed, another one. So we have one mud stone door. but we need two because our the corridor we created on the entrance of fortress require two doors basically. Come on, why you are lazy, guys? So let me set up the first one. Furniture, door, where is it? Door. Okay, I don't have any more door. You didn't great. Come on, what are you doing? Why lazy, guys? Come on, it's just a door. I think I can give the it's completed. Just when I was nagging, that guy completed the work. So second door is set up. Now at least I gave the order to set up. Now I can give order to create, and what was that? Rock block, right? Rock block is easier. Rock block. I don't have the manager yet, but as soon as I create a manager, it will be much easier. I can just give them the number of, or I can select this one for now to create a lot of block. Guy started to work on block, I guess. Maybe I gave boost them a little bit. Where is it? Labor, stone cutter. These are still busy with everybody. Stone cutter. What are you doing? Great, come on. How many you created? Nothing? Then you force me, you lazy guys, force me a stone cutter to assign mason. Feb, you also come here, help. You also help. You also come here and help. Guys, come on. I want to set up a farm, but maybe because I think we are reaching the end of our video. But before I finish the video, let me pause the progress on fortress here at this step for. But now I'm not gonna finish the video. I want to show you something. I want to, based on the current progress, current update on project plan, I want to show you the earned value, the calculation of earned value in Microsoft project. Save and return to main title. Okay, this time. Okay, you save and move the title. I'm going to bring. I have it, SPI and CPI. Okay, now. We are, let me zoom out. We are at this stage of project. We end up having a delay on time. We end up having a lot of issues like farm issues. We faced for floor 3 and floor 4. We reached to the. We end up having the problem of river. We try to dig down the stairs and we faced into the water, probably a river, maybe a small lake, or a water storage, we don't know. But the point is we couldn't dig because it was risky, and also we end up having to try to change the location to find the place, and this create a delay, extra work, increase the cost, and that's why our CPI is now 78% and SPI is 68%. So what does it mean? CPI means we out of, let's assume that for every $10 only $7.8 generated value in our project. Okay, the remaining was waste or problem in the planning, or someone put a fire on it, someone stole it. It can be any reason, but the important point is out of each $10 only $7.8 changed to a value for my project. SPI is 0.68, right? 68%. It means, for example, out of 10 hours work, only 6.8 hours become a value for me. The rest was waste, performance issue, problem in the planning, or they didn't work efficiently, or they were playing video games, they didn't focus on the work. It can be any of these reasons, right? So from a CPI point of view, we are a little bit behind. From SPI point of view, our situation is worse, and we have a lot of delays, as you could see. Also, you also could see it in the project that we end up having delay, and these two indicators are telling me that we are behind our plan, and we should have also and EAC. Where is the EAC? Our EAC is 59 million, but I think this one is not calculated properly. I suspect this one is not correct. How much was the baseline cost? Baseline cost was 46 million, and EAC now is 59 million. EAC is our estimation to come, not million, I made a mistake, sorry, 59,000, right? So that's our estimation, earn value estimation to complete for EAC, estimate at completion. But these two indicators are very important for calculating the to present your performance on your project. And if you need more about the earned value, I highly recommend you to go to my other series of the Project Management 101, session 5. I discussed in deep about the earned value with very simple example, simple concepts, and try to learn more about the earned value and how you can interpret the project performance and project status by using the earned value technique. Okay, then when you look at these values here in this our example in our project, then you can also interpret it for yourself. So I think we good for today. For this session we good, and for next session we continue and we try to complete the last floor. But as you know, we end up having problem of the we try to reach the 4th floor and we end up facing the water. So let's see in next session how we can solve it, and Another point regarding the earn value is if normally when your earn value indicator is like this, you need to have this internal discussion, internal meeting, see what exactly happened, why your earn value is like this, why you are so much behind from plan regarding in aspect of the schedule, why you are behind on your plan regarding the actual cost, regarding the cost, and let's see, and see if there is a way to recover it, okay, and if not, how you can make sure in future, at least in future for the remaining work, your performance is getting better. Thanks you for your watching, and if you have a question, put the comments, and have a good day.